Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to go over my sleep and dream journals. So there's two separate journals, but I put them into a bundle because they go together so well. So when you are trying to access your subconscious mind, especially when you're journaling, one of the best ways to do that is to do it through your dreams. So write down your dreams, and you need to do it right away after you wake up. And another thing that helps with that is actually getting good sleep. And so like I have these two different journals, and I'll show them the next slide here so you can see what they look like. So the sleep journal is to help you get the good sleep, and then the printable dream journal is to help you with your dream recall. And so they go together beautifully for that reason, because obviously you're dreaming when you're sleeping, so you can just take care of all of it with this bundle. So these are both available separately, of course. If you want to just grab one of them, of course you can. I think they're only like $3 or $4 each, or maybe $5, but if you total them together, it's cheaper to get the bundle. So the sleep journal and the dream journal go together perfectly. With this bundle, not only will you save money, but you will also be able to connect with your subconscious mind by writing down your dreams regularly. This helps with dream recall, dream analysis, problem solving, personal growth, and self-discovery. You can identify feelings and emotions that the dreams give you, interpret your dreams through journal prompts, and get better quality sleep. So let's go over the sleep journal first. There are 3 pages full of tips and tricks that actually work. Now, when I say actually work, that is something that I've got personal experience with, because I actually have a circadian rhythm sleep disorder where I can't go to bed at night when other people go to bed, and I can't wake up in the morning when other people wake up in the morning. Obviously I can if somebody were to grab me and take me out of bed, or, but I wouldn't fall asleep early at night like other people can. The earliest that I think I've ever fallen asleep was probably midnight, even as a child. And I was always tired in school. I couldn't even wake up to dress myself. It was bad. And I didn't even get diagnosed until I was in my early 40s. Gosh, it was probably almost 10 years ago now. So that's something that I have been struggling with forever. And if you're not someone who has sleep problems, maybe this journal's not for you. This is really for people that have problems sleeping. If you struggle with insomnia or whatever else, there's a lot of sleep issues. So anyway, those tips and tricks that I give are ones that have actually worked, and they have helped me to get really good sleep, like the best sleep of my life. And I never was able to do that, and I was actually able to switch my hours a little bit so that I could get up somewhat early. Like I'm gonna say like 8 a.m., which was unheard of before. I needed to, it was so bad that my parents used to have to, when I was really young, they would actually dress me because I just couldn't wake up. And then when I was older, when I was a teenager, of course, they weren't going to do that. But like my dad would have to turn on my bedroom light, and I would get so angry. I'm like, I'm sleeping. Why are you turning on the light? And I just covered my head up and fell back asleep. And it just I couldn't wake up. And so what I did with these tips is there's 20 of them. There's 20 tips. And of course, these are all things that I did recently, like over the last couple years, so I was able to make myself wake up naturally at 8 a.m. and actually be able to get out of bed myself. And then also doing these things, I was able to make myself tired at like 10 p.m., which again has never happened in my life. It was crazy. I couldn't believe I felt like a normal person. So some of the tips in this journal should help anybody that's got any type of sleep issues. So those are the sleep tips and tricks. Then the next page is a 30-day sleep tracker so that you can monitor how your sleep is over a month's time. So that way you can look back and maybe see how you're doing. That's the whole point of trackers. Then the next thing is a weekly sleep hygiene tracker checklist, which lists the main guidelines so you can make sure that you are doing them each day of the week. And then you get a daily sleep journal page that walks you through the questions to help you determine why you didn't get a good sleep or why you did. This also includes a journal section where you can record your dreams. So you might just be able to use this journal by itself. But I really like the dream one for other reasons, and I'll go into that now. This is the dream journal. So there's pages for recording your dream and your feelings, and then there's 3 different designs. I don't know if you can tell by this picture, but the 2 on the left they're all similar. They're like a dreamy stars and galaxy looking image. And then, so there's going to be journal prompts on one of the pages, and then the other page has a little cloud that's got feelings, and so you would circle the feelings that the dream gave you, because honestly, you can't always remember, you can't always articulate even. You know, when you wake up from a dream, sometimes you're just like, all I know is that I feel like frustrated or lonely or angry or scared, but you might not even remember what your dream was. So that's why it's kind of important to identify the feelings, if nothing else. So the dream prompts, or the journal prompts, I should say, are: what do I think this dream means? How does this dream relate to my current situation? And is there a main image I think this dream is a main message I think this dream is telling me? So those are the 3 questions that I think are most important when it comes to interpreting your dreams, because it's a very complicated subject, but it really comes down to the fact that whatever it means to you, like, you might have heard of those dream interpretation books where they'll go down the line of all these words like, losing your teeth. If you dream that you're losing your teeth, it means this. Or if you dream that you're naked in your dream, it means this. But honestly, that's kind of just a way to get you to buy the book, because they don't always mean the same thing for everybody, and they can mean what the book says, but you really have to go by what you interpret it as, because you're the one that's having the dream, and you might be the only person that can tell what that thing means to you. I mean, let's say that something means something to you, like a certain person, and then let's say you associate that person with a certain thing, and then you have a dream about that thing. Only you are going to be able to make that connection. If you go to a dream interpreter or one of those generic books, it's not going to tell you the same meaning for that thing that you have for it. So that's the reason why you need to ask yourself what you think the dream means, how it relates to your situation, and what the message is that you think the dream is telling you. And journaling in general can help you get to the core of that too. Like, the whole point of dream journaling is to write your dreams down right away, but then let's say you forget main parts of your dream, and then that night before you go to bed, or that, the same day, but the next night or the night you go to bed, you want to do regular journaling, and then you go back to your dream journal and you look at it and you say, then you can kind of look at it from a different perspective, and since you don't really remember what the dream was, it might come to you easily. You might be like, oh, I had a dream that this happened, and this is happening in my life right now. And so then you just write about that, and maybe it can help you to dig deeper. And, it also helps if you do meditation too, alongside journaling. I like to say people should do both of those together because they're very complementary. So if you journal first or meditate first, it doesn't really matter, whatever works best for you. I like to say journaling is my favorite thing to do first, because when you're journaling, you're letting everything out and you're making space in your mind. And so then it's a little easier to meditate. But you can do it in increments, you can alternate, you can do it however you want. Whatever you do, it's always a good thing to you know, do whatever you can to get into that subconscious mind. And you can even do those videos that guide you through, like, getting into the alpha state. Like, they have a lot of brainwave entrainment or binaural beat videos, and you can watch those while you are doing your journaling. That's a great way to get into your subconscious and access more of that information. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you are interested in either the sleep journal or the dream journal or the combination of both, I will leave all of the links down below in the description so you can pick which one works best for you. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.